Smog covering the national capital over the last few days was just the start. Scientists at the India Meteorological Department have said that the city is expected to witness severe pollution after Diwali, with likelihood of western disturbances coinciding with smog. Scientists have found that there is a likelihood of westerly disturbances from 12th to 13th November. Earlier on, Delhi was under the grip of smog for almost 2 weeks, which elevated the levels of fine particulate matters to a dangerously high level, affecting people with asthma and other breathing disorders. The smog was caused by burning of crop as well in Punjab and Haryana.
अपना तो लोकल पोल्यूशन तो है ही, और उसमें ऐड हो गया था जो क्रॉप बर्निंग है या बाकी जो डस्ट आ रहा है इधर उधर से, वो भी ऐड हो गया। और इन दिनों 2-4 दिनों से आप देखेंगे ट्रैफिक भी कंजेशन हो रहा है, इतना ट्रैफिक कंजेशन स्लो चल रहा है कि वो और भी एमिशन ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा है।
अगले 2 दिन तक ऐसा ही मौसम रहेगा, ये धुंधलका वाला है, स्मोग वाला, जिसमें विजिबिलिटी कम रहेगी। लेकिन 11 तारीख से शुरू होकर और फिर आगे 3-4 दिनों तक स्ट्रॉन्ग वेस्टर्ली विंड है, और उससे मैं समझता हूँ कि फॉग भी कम होगा, स्मोक भी कम होगा और पॉल्यूशन भी कुछ ड्रिफ्ट अवे होगा।
All right, Maha Siddiqui is joining us with the latest on the story. Maha, you know, what are you picking up? Because it's not even Diwali yet. We are still a day away, and already the air that we breathe is alarmingly high with particulate matter.
In fact, Preeti, what is alarming is that on Saturday itself, in the run-up to Diwali, the suspended particulate matter in the air in Delhi was 750 micrograms per cubic meter, which was in the category of severe. It was 12 times higher than what is permissible in India and 30 times higher than the standard that was prescribed by the World Health Organization. Now, I'm standing at Vijay Chowk, Preeti. This is one of the least polluted, if I can say, areas of Delhi. You can clearly see that at this moment at 11:30, Parliament and North and South blocks seem to be fairly visible. But Zahir will just pan the camera and show you right across this area. If you can see that portion, even at this hour, it's very hazy. The visibility is very poor and clearly giving an impression that there is enough suspended particulate matter, which because of the lack of vertical air in the atmosphere at the present moment, and also because of the moisture, the dust particles are being held much lower than they should, and therefore which creates smog. And at this point there is a lot of particulate matter also because of the fact, Preeti, that in the neighboring states, especially like Punjab, we have seen the crop stubble being burnt, because of which those particles are coming into the air in Delhi, and that is why we can see a haze around us almost all the time. And because of the vehicular traffic due to rush of Diwali, we will only see this aggravate.
You know, that's what I wanted to ask, Maha. It seems that 12th November and 13th November are critical where the Delhi air is concerned. Why so? And will you give us details? When is it that the western disturbances, which is adding to this smog, will recede?
Well, see, 12th and 13th are probably being called the worst times that we will see during this season, is because tomorrow, that is the 11th, will be Diwali. Now, once Diwali crackers go up, there is suspended particles in the air, and because of, as I was explaining earlier, there are no vertical winds at this point, Preeti, and that is why we are seeing this suspended particulate matter that would otherwise have been blown away by some sort of wind, remain suspended much closer to the earth into the air that we directly breathe, and that is why 12th and 13th are critical. Now, Preeti, if you just see that before Diwali, if the permissible limit was being crossed by over 12, the notch of over 12, that is 750 micrograms per cubic meter, you can just imagine that after the crackers go up, and after the heavy vehicular traffic that we'll see tomorrow and perhaps over the weekend, when people will be going to meet their relatives and friends, this is only likely to rise. Also, let me point out, Preeti, I have been speaking to some health experts and scientists who have been saying that this sort of pollution that we're seeing in Delhi already infamous for being one of the most polluted capitals across the world. This person was explaining to me, a couple of more people explaining to me, that it is bad already for those who have breathing troubles, those who have asthma, but it is also bad for for absolutely healthy individuals like you and me, because what these people have been explaining is that there is high propensity of cardiac diseases in India, and this sort of an air pollution where mostly there is breathing trouble because of these fine particulate matters that can be that are respirable. It only aggravates the situation as far as the cardiac health of people in India goes.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Maha. We're going to come back to you for more details on that story. Meanwhile,
Nisagama mani pamaga ni pamaga sani pamani sapasa. जहाँ तक याद आती रहेगी